Over the last few thousand years, human beings have invented some pretty ruthless ways of destroying one another. I'm going to talk us through a brief history of weapons, from the very basic weapons that have been invented right through to some of the more modern, sophisticated, devastating weapons that we see today. We've all seen those stereotypical pictures of cavemen with clubs, but actually there's cave drawings in Africa from 6,000 years ago that depict armies with clubs. Shortly after this period, the axe came on the scene. The axe was made of either wood or stone, or a combination of both, but it had ruthless effects of decapitating the enemy in one foul sweep. Once more around this time, we see indigenous Australian tribes using spears and boomerangs in their battle and warfare.
We fast track now to 800 AD, where gunpowder is invented in China. This led rapidly to primitive firearms, such as the fire lance and the fire rocket, known as the fire arrow, and primitive bombs were invented at this period under the Song dynasty. Gunpowder led to advancements in weaponry, such as the cannonball, again invented around the 13th century by the Chinese. The matlock musket was the first firearm with a trigger. Its first reference was used by the Ottoman army, dated from around 1394. Moving swiftly on once more, in 1851, the first machine guns appear on the scene. It was actually the Belgian Army's multiple-barrel volley gun that was soon followed by the Gatling gun, which was the first gun that could be continuously fired. In 1914, during the First World War, it was the British Army that introduced the first tanks on the scene with devastating effect to annihilate those in their way. Any vehicle could be destroyed by the battery hostility fire by those tanks. In 1938, after Otto Hahn, the physicist, discovered nuclear fusion, this led to the development of the atom bomb. And on August 6, 1945, the United States dropped its first atom bomb from a B-29 bomber plane over the city of Hiroshima, Japan. It was called Little Boy, and it exploded with about 13 kilotons of force, levelling 5 square miles of the city and killing 80,000 people instantly. Tens of thousands more would later die from radiation exposure. What tragedy.
Advances in weaponry continue. I don't have time today to talk about all these things like electromagnetic wave bands and new forms of laser technology used for warfare. But all these together are nothing compared to the weapon that we are going to reveal to you today.
So I've been given the responsibility to reveal the most dangerous and powerful weapon in the world. Well, this weapon should be locked away. Well, I think I'm going to wear my protective clothing for this. I've got my apron, I've got my protective glasses, I've got my rubber gloves. Well, come on, reveal the most dangerous and powerful weapon in the world. I don't believe it. The tongue, my tongue, our tongue. Why is our tongue the most dangerous and powerful weapon in the world?
If you think about it, every single war and battle that has ever taken place has started with words. They've started with people using words that have caused conflict and division. Words are the most powerful weapon that anyone has. They've got the power to do such damage and cause such destruction in people's lives. but they also have the power to do such good. It says in the Bible that life and death are in the power of the tongue, that the words you choose to use have the power to build someone up or tear them down. Whether you're talking to people that you like or whether you're talking to people that you don't really get on with very well, make sure that you use your words for good, that you're not using words to tear people down. You're not using words as a dangerous weapon, but you're using words to bring life and joy to other people. You are in possession of the most powerful weapon in the world, so make sure that you use it right.